grind. Yeah, the bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again.
Very good Wednesday afternoon to you. Welcome to EST Afternoons right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports, presented by Play Alberta. I am Matt Iwanyk, in for Hernan one more day. He is Joaquin Gage, Zachary, Kubusch on the other side of the camera. We're with you for the next 2 hours, giving you some radio magic, some radio brilliance, because that's all Gager, Koob, and I do. Utter brilliance day after day.
It's amazing.
It's just it's unbelievable how like the three of us just come together and the shows are just this good.
I mean, if I was Hernan, I'd be shaking. I'm surprised he hasn't shown up.
I think the next EST staff meeting, we just put up these three shows to everyone, be like, why aren't you guys at our standard? Like, this is what we do. This is what you all do. Try to join us at our level. You know?
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. Your Manchester United guys, how are they doing over there?
They're about to play in 4 minutes. Ooh. Well, no, they started playing 4 minutes ago and my IPTV is not working. I can't get it up going, but you know, I got to do a show, so that's okay. I'll get it up at some point. My Yankees are dominating.
Are they?
They're taking on the Nationals. I threw it on. It's a beatdown. Like it's 11-0 in the bottom of the fifth. It was like 11-0 in the bottom of the, like in the third inning. But it's just the Nationals. Like, it's nothing to get right home about, but like the Nationals are just getting beat down right now.
That's interesting, actually.
Which part?
I'm always fascinated by the fact that your love for the New York Yankees.
Why?
I don't know why. Because they're the kind of the bad guys.
They've been my team since the late 90s. Like, we're coming up on 30 years of me being a Yankee fan.
What? So when was it? That would have been
those late 90s teams with Jeter, Posada. Yeah. Like, if like I do get called a bandwagon jumper. I do get called like a championship bandwagon.
But you have
it was
receipts.
all when I was 8, 9, 10. Yeah, like all the teams I cheer for, like 8, 9, 10, they all were very good at that time. Yankees were winning World Series. Duke Blue Devils had won the title in 2001. Hurricanes won the national championship. Man U has just been dominant for like 2 decades in that period of time. Not now, but for that stretch, they were just dominant.
Who were the big three at Man U? It was Scholes, Beckham, and...
Are you thinking Ryan Giggs?
Giggs? Was it Giggs?
Van Nistelrooy was a huge one. I scored like 100 goals with him in my like FIFA 2002 game. Just threw ball up the middle, would take him, score. It was easy. It was wonderful. It was great.
It's weird Holland never won a World Cup because the amount of talent they had in those. I'm going to think there was Nistelrooy, Van der Voort. They had just a plethora of just studs. They could never get it done.
They've been close a few times. Like there was the World Cup of 2010, I believe it was, in South Africa. I'm escaping the Spanish goalkeeper. He made a brilliant save.
Oh, really?
On Ruben, and it was because that one went into extra time.
Okay.
If it was just a brilliant like breakaway save.
Oh.
And the Dutch would have won the World Cup if he had scored that. Like Spain's
really?
Probably they were that close to a World Cup victory that if he scores that, I don't know if Spain gets the equalizer and they find a way to win. And in the end, it gets stopped. Spain eventually finds the go-ahead goal, and they win it. It's such a crushing way, I think, to be a Dutch fan right now. Crushing. Because Casillas, yes, that's who it is. Aiden O'Neill, thank you very much for that. You could jump into the chat always, nasty chat, or you can text us 780-218-9999. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. In a couple of days, it's Elton Ron, tribute to Elton John. Get your tickets by visiting River Cree Resort and enjoy. Did you like Elton John?
That's
a no.
No. Yeah, I didn't.
I do like Elton John.
Did you dislike Elton John? Like, was
no,
his
I didn't
music just not
dislike
yours?
him.
It's not for everyone.
No.
I
Yeah.
understand that that's not something everyone's going to throw on. Rocket Man's not something everyone's just
Did
jamming
you watch
out
the
to.
movie?
No, I haven't. Is it
I
good?
heard it's good. I like the actor, that Taron Egerton or whatever. But I know all his songs, like they were always on, but you'll probably never see Elton John in my playlist. Unless I'm doing some sort of, when was he, like, I mean, he's been big but when was his heyday? Late 70s, 80s?
I'd say probably around there.
Yeah.
You think it went into the 90s at all?
Yeah, a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
Probably had some clout.
Because he did Lion King, didn't he?
Yeah, he did the music for
Yeah.
Lion King as well. So he came back into the front fold, I guess, of pop culture, but his albums weren't really as great as the earlier ones. Like he kind of fell off for a bit here and there, but Lion
Back then
King
on an
definitely
album,
helped.
you only needed 2 good songs, and then you could fill it in
Yeah.
with crap.
Yeah.
It was hard to but that's what made, when you found that album that you could play start to finish, it was incredible.
There weren't many. I love that line. I think it was Blink 182. They said when they were making another album, okay, we got our 2 singles. Now we just got to fill in another 10 crappy songs and we're good to go.
Max Bezzoza was wondering if you were thinking Rooney.
No, the Rooney was there later.
Yeah, and Hernan goes Van Persie. I think that was later too. I don't think you would have been talking Van Persie when it came to those guys. Because Van Persie was like the late 2000s, early 2010s and stuff. Big deal when Man U got him from Arsenal, and then we won a couple titles with him. And yeah, I am using we on that one. Deal with it, Tommy.
Surprised Hernan has the time to. He must have just put the dart down to type in, or maybe he's using voice to text. Can you use that on here?
Funny enough, one of my last emails I got in my junk emails is from eltonjohn.com.
Really?
I had gone seen him with my parents, so I had signed up,
did you?
I guess, for that. Yeah. I mean, last time he was here, because he's now done touring, but I did go see him. Lots to get to on the show today. Next segment, we'll get inside the numbers for Play Alberta. We'll look closer at Conor McDavid. He did speak with the media down in Calgary at the Hockey Canada orientation camp. We got to do Faces of the Franchise. Hernan's World, Matt Iwanyk edition. And then we are going to talk some Calgary Stampeders at the very end of the show. Todd Saelhof will join us from the Calgary Herald and the Calgary Sun. We'll just get a look at the Edmonton Elks opponent for Monday, where a bunch of us will be going down on the Labor Day bus to cheer on the EE2A victory. For everyone else in Edmonton looking to try to get that victory. The line earlier today did move for Play Alberta. It went yesterday was 8, went back to 7.5.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have to keep having that little bit of movement over the next few days. CFL weekend coming up. F1 back this weekend.
Oh,
Have you been missing it?
I've been missing the my weekend mornings.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're so nice.
Because how long's summer break? 3 weeks?
Well, it used to be like just a month, but now that they've added more races, there's been like 2 summer breaks, I want to say. Because
You think?
when you look at this, if I look at the schedule, didn't they have like 3 weeks off and then they went for 3 and then now they've had these 3 weeks off. So it's been like 2 summer breaks, I want to say. Because now it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong.
So they raced Silverstone July 6th and they raced in Belgium July 27th. So yeah, that'd be about close to 3 weeks probably. And then from there they went August 3rd and then August 3rd to August 31. So there's they're mini breaks.
Mini break.
They're not the full summer breaks as before.
Yeah. I sent you guys, everybody, the
Is that the TikTok you
the
sent?
TikTok with its Keanu kind of Matrixy theme and welcoming Perez and Bottas to Cadillac. It's awesome. I don't know if it's fake or whatever, but it looks good. I don't care. It's awesome. And they say, welcome. We've been waiting for you.
Yeah, I'm going to check this right
It,
now.
it looks...
It should be pretty easy to know if it's fake or not. Like you're wondering if it's AI generated?
Yeah. I don't know. Because Keanu did he's doing an F1 doc right now, right? It's kind of got the Matrix.
No, this looks...
It looks legit.
He looks old. Like he looks older in this.
I know, but...
That wouldn't be AI then. That's
not?
why I'm thinking this is more legit.
It's one of the best ads I've seen in a while.
Do you think that's a good enough team? Is that a solid team?
It's a responsible team that's not going to cost them a fortune, I don't think. And with the ability to... I like putting two veterans in into a year where it's who knows what's going to happen, right? Plus, getting the feedback from those two guys, I think, is really important because it did say that Cadillac is they're in the process of developing their own power unit too by 2029. So I don't know who they're using next year. Probably Mercedes or something like that. But
9 points separate Oscar and Lando. 10 races left. Who's got the edge as we get into this final stretch of the F1 season? And before you jump in, you look at the last. I'll go since Austria. Piastri's gone 2-2-1-2. Lando's gone 1-1-2-1.
So when we talked to Tim Hraney a few months ago, he was commenting on the work that Lando Norris was putting into the mental game, and it was almost like he sounded like a mature guy. And have you seen the F1 movie?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay,
I need to watch now. It's just, you could spoil. I don't.
No, it just shows because it's kind of about the relationship between the old guard and the young guy, right? And it shows Brad Pitt putting in the time and the young guy going, oh, right, what is he doing? What's he doing there, right? And I think Piastri's been probably the best teammate Lando could have. And I know he's a young driver still, but Oscar's a different breed. Let's face it. He's a fantastic driver. But I think just because of the pressure and, you'd have to say Lando was the number one guy that the McLaren looked to, but to get pushed by your teammate and I think Lando had to actually realize, I got to do some extra work here. This isn't just, I don't have Daniel Ricciardo anymore, or whoever to just beat up on every week. This guy's coming for me every single chance he gets. So Tim said he's putting in the work, not only in the at the factory late, in the simulator a lot more, and a lot to do with the mental game. Because Lando's one of the guys, when he does do an interview, it seems like he beats himself up a little bit too much. Like for a F1 driver, you don't really see the machismo with Lando, right? There's obviously he's a confident guy and subtle confident, but it doesn't ease through the TV screen when he talks a little bit. He seems to be a little bit more self-deprecating than most. So, but I think he's worked on that, and it's shown over the past, what you mentioned, the last 4 races. So I'd say, to answer your question in a long route, I would say the advantage does go to Lando because he's put in work and he's seen what the results are from the work he's put in, right? And going into the last few. So I would give the edge to Lando. Although I'm a Piastri fan, so I want him to win, kind of. I still think Piastri will win, but it's going to be. I think it does come down to the last race.
I hope it does.
Oh,
I hope that'd be a fun race. I'd be a little. I don't know if Zach Brown would want that.
You think? Well,
I don't think you want that. I think you'd kind of want that wrapped up a little bit before, so there doesn't seem to be a favoritism, or you don't want to have to deal with you're gonna have there is the splits and they're set up in their 2 teams, but I don't think you want that bitterness of one guy just lost while the other guy just won on the very last one. Maybe, you know what I mean?
Do you think? Well,
I don't know.
He'll probably have constructors all wrapped up by then, right? So does he really care if they're 1-2? One of them's going to be the champion.
But would you? I feel like I'd want that locked up 2 races early.
Really?
Where somebody just kind of stood above the rest, as opposed to coming down to the single race, and you then have to make a decision at a certain point.
Well, they would probably have to make it 3 races earlier too.
Okay, here's the thing. Well, right, but it's the last. You could then say, but there's still more races to go, or somebody then, if it's done 3 or 4 ahead of time, then it's this other person dominated. But if we get to the last race, they're so close. Who pits first?
Well, yeah. Then it comes down to
do you want that situation where if you're McLaren, you have to be we're choosing this guy. Maybe it looks like over this guy.
Look, then it comes down to race engineers and strategy.
I know.
What they're going to go with, depending on what it is.
I feel like just for the atmosphere around the whole team and all that.
Yeah, but you heard it last race. You heard it last race on the radio. Piastri was getting instructions of what Lando's times were, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Right? So they can see the data.
I know.
And they were, for the first time, I was going, wow, the pit crews on the same team are actually, lack of a better term, pitting against one another.
I know.
So that's fun.
I know it, but when it comes down to the final race, the last one, is that good for...
Yes.
For fans, it is. For us, it is. For Zach Brown, I don't know if it is.
I think it's great for the ultimate F1 salesman. You don't think he's going to milk this for every little bit?
I think instead of Abu Dhabi, he'd like Las Vegas or Qatar to be wrapped up. One guy steps above the other one late, and it's clear they're going to win.
When we get him in on the Hangout, we'll ask him.
Zach Brown?
Yeah.
Requests are out to every team principal. I should actually just randomly. I'll do a full Zoom.
Christian Horner's not doing anything.
Hey, F1 analyst for EST Afternoons.
Oh.
I know you guys have Tim Haney, but let's get Christian Horner on once a week too.
Yeah.
We'll get Rad Torque Raceway on that one, and it'll be great. How much? He just loves to talk. I don't even think we have to pay him anything.
That'd be great.
He'd just be excited to be on there because he just loves to speak. This is EST Afternoons. I'm Matt Iwanyk. He's Joaquin Gage. When we come back, we'll look a little closer at Conor McDavid's comments. We have some of those comments on video, so we'll actually play a little bit of Conor McDavid from down in Calgary in his comments, and we'll get inside the numbers for Play Alberta. That's all to come here on EST Afternoons on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports. But first, a Zachary Kubusch Sports Update.
Oilers captain Conor McDavid spoke to the media at the Olympic orientation camp this morning, addressing an possible extension in Edmonton, expressing that he plans on taking his time with the deal. Down south, Rasheed Rice of the Chiefs has received a 6-game suspension for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy that kicks in to start the season. And according to TSN, Taylor Elgersma is not expected to sign with the Packers practice squad. He was waived yesterday by the team. Back in Canada, the Argos have signed Max Duggan, a Heisman Trophy runner-up in 2022 for TSU. And out east, the Jays look to bounce back after losing 7-5 to the Twins yesterday. Eric Lauer takes to the mound for the rubber match. First pitch at 5:07. 3 games are live right now. The Rays up 3-2 on the Guardians, top of the 8th. And the Yankees are stomping the Nationals 11-0 in the 6th, while in the 7th, the Marlins are being blown out 11-1 by the Braves. This sports update is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. Catch some double E football action this season, and the next home game is a Labor Day rematch, September 6th. They host the Stampeders. Tickets start at just $20. Get your tickets now at goelks.com. The show rolls on as we hear from Conor McDavid on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubusch, keeping you up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Hannah Van Biber joins us on the show.
I hate to say it, but I was not a believer at first. I was like, this is a rebound. This is a fling. Everybody wants to date a football player once, and then they, move on to someone else more serious. And he was so different from anyone she had dated. She'd only dated sad singer-songwriters. So I'm happy to see it. She's in her happy era, and she decided to get married to
The
it.
Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings, 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Goodbye! You sure are going to miss them, but their room would make a great yoga studio. Store their childhood treasures safely with Sentinel Storage and find some space for you. Try 4 weeks free. SentinelStorage.ca.
The Canadian Brewhouse is turning up the flavor this summer with our new summer feature menu. Try our jerk chicken skewers, Cajun shrimp tostadas, and street corn salsa. Bold bites made for patio season. Get them while it's hot. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
The leaves are turning, and just like golf season, time is running out to get in on Play Alberta's biggest offer ever. For a limited time only, new players can get up to a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. There's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
We'll return here to EST Afternoons on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. We're live in the William Huff studio. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service combined with decades of industry experience and a desire to make every job the very best it can be is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website, williamhuff.com. Give them a shout, 780-454-4536. I'm Matt Iwanyk in for Hernan Salas on this Wednesday. Hernan is back tomorrow in the host chair. I'm alongside Joaquin Gage and Zachary Kubusch oh wow, that's just United's already down 1-0 against the nobody. They must not be playing anyone that matters. That's not a good start. If Manchester, oh wow, that's not good if they're going to lose this. I'll say that right now. I could be a very frustrated man in the next little bit here. Let's get to inside the numbers for Play Alberta. Download the app today. Visit them, playalberta.ca. Just a few more days left. If you haven't used the August promo codes EST Sports, deposit 20 and get a $50 free sports bet, or use YEG50 and deposit 5 for a $50 free sports bet. When we're back on the air on Tuesday, we should have some new promo codes because it'll be September, and we will see what the great folks at Play Alberta provide us for September. Conor McDavid, we'll start right off the bat with just hearing his comments, and then we'll get into the numbers. A lot of speculation over the last little while that Conor, his extension with the Edmonton Oilers will be signed sometime early next week when he comes back to town after the orientation camp with Hockey Canada in Calgary. A lot of people, 4 years is kind of that number, 16. We will get into that. Jeff Jackson, I know, was with Jeff Merrick a couple days ago. He talked about how the negotiations, they're underway. Like, everything's leading to believe that we're just waiting for when are they going to announce it, not as much as worry. But here's Conor McDavid with the media from earlier this morning, and here's just a clip on him and the contract negotiations.
Not even a softball Olympic question for me to start, huh? But that's okay. Right into it. I said at the end of June, I had every intention just to take my time with it, and I still feel the same way. Take my time and go through everything, and I have every intention to win in Edmonton. That's my only focus. Maybe next to winning a gold medal with Canada, but it is my intention to win there. Taking my time, going through it with obviously my family, my agent, everybody involved. So we're going through it slowly.
There he is, Conor McDavid. Your takeaways? He's riding to Toronto.
Well, I don't think he would want to come to camp without a deal signed, right? You're Leon signed on the Tuesday after Labor Day last year. But it sounds like he's taken his time. So that's originally my date for him signing is October 19th.
Why October 19th?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's Sunday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my birthday.
Oh.
So I thought he would
give you a little birthday present?
Yeah, well, the city of Edmonton, a birthday present too on my birthday. It's God's day. Jesus. All lines up, Maddie.
Well,
and I think he wants to see what what does the team kind of look like?
Yeah, I don't view that at all. Connor's saying he's taking his time just because they want to do it next week, and they didn't want to do it during the summer because then he'd have to fly into Edmonton. Didn't want. Well, like he's busy with Leon's wedding. Then they went on their friends' honeymoon together. He's actually had a pretty busy summer, it seems. And I don't think he wanted to have to take you're not doing that with a Zoom call. You're not putting Conor McDavid on a Zoom to announce his next extension with the Edmonton Oilers. You're going to have him at a table with Jeff Jackson and Stan Bowman saying he signed for X number of years. So why not wait till he's back in town? So that's all. So now they're just trying to play it up as they don't want to spill the beans. Like, yeah, it's done. We just haven't announced it yet. They're just playing the game, going through the motions and going, you want to know something? We're going to announce this. Yeah, we're working on towards it. And he's saying he's taking his time, but all of a sudden Tuesday, there's a press conference announced and he's going to be, being presented
Oh, you think right after Labor Day?
I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay. When did Leon sign?
Tuesday last year, after Labor Day.
The first, the
very next day.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it was you and Hernan and Reed and Jay, you guys launched that day and you got the gift of Leon signing.
Yeah. Thanks, Leon. I wonder about the term too, because I was listening to the Reed Wilkins show yesterday, and Jay and Tommy were going back to Gretzky and some of the things he said, and how he wanted a little bit more control over his future. And I think Conor's going to follow in the same footsteps, where this number is very intriguing to me. What he takes, if his goal is to win in Edmonton, do you think there has to be a little bit of compensation on his side over his
give
AAV?
Money back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the very least, I don't think it hurts. Like if you're Conor McDavid, the question I think, if you're the Edmonton Oilers, you start with Conor, write the number, it's yours. Like you don't have to get in a negotiation with Conor, you just keep him. But if he's sitting there and he's going like, I want to win. If the negotiation's starting, he goes, one of the things though for me to stay is I need to win. Then if you're Jeff Jackson or Stan Bowman, you have to talk to him like, hey, but then the number matters here. Because we'll sign you to the max. We'll give you, if you want the max, we will give you the max.
Is that
but if you want to win, we need some money in return. You need to leave money on the table because that will allow us to go get that extra player or two in the summer. That will help us get to that Stanley Cup. And if you take the max, it's going to hurt us in getting those players. So what do you want here? And if you're saying winning, then you have to give us some money back.
I think that as a management staff, you have to be a little bit more assertive. You have to say that off the hop. Go, look, you want to win, we want to win, but we need the ability to win. And
sure, I'll agree with that. You say that, but I think in your mind, if you're Jeff Jackson or Stan Bowman, and ultimately in your mind, what's the number? You're not cutting it off at a certain point. Whatever the max number is, you're willing to give him that if that's ultimately what he wants.
What's that number for you?
No, if Conor's saying I want the max, and the only thing he's saying is I'm only staying for the max.
17.5?
It's 20% or something. So yeah, then yeah, you're doing it. You're not going to fight over $1 million, $2 million and allow Conor to walk straight up. But I think you're right. You start by having negotiations with that. I think what's the highest salary in the NHL right now?
Leon's 14.5.
Has it not been passed?
No.
I just want to make sure.
McKinnon hasn't signed. Is McKinnon up? When's he up?
I just want full contracts. It's been a year and I still don't fully understand Puckpedia. Just throwing that one out there. I had to say that.
I think it's 15. 15, 4 years. How old's Conor? 30? 29? Comes out in his early 30s.
This isn't helping me at all. I really do not like this site. Okay, here we go. Leon's 14. Yeah.
14.5, isn't he?
14. Well, I'm looking at cap hit. Austin Matthews is 13.25. McKinnon's 12.6. He's not a UFA till 30-31. Then McDavid's 12.5. I think if you're the Oilers, you're saying we would love for you to come in at 15.5. Somewhere in that range.
15 sounds good to me. And then
you become the legit highest paid still.
Yeah.
And you say you've left some money on the table that will help us put some players around. And if I'm Conor, like that's where Conor, then I think if I'm going to give you 15, yeah, give me a 3-4 year deal and let's do this again in a few years.
McKinnon's done. He's 12.6 till 29-30. I thought for some reason, who's the next big one that's up soon?
Makar will be up soon. Kasparov and Kaprizov in Minnesota is going to be coming up soon. Is Kucherov up soon?
Actually, isn't Kaprizov up now? Or he's like Conor. He's in the last year of his deal, right? So
yes, he's got one more year left at $9 million, so they could sign him at any moment, and they've got the cap space to go do that.
Is it a game of chicken between Krill the Thrill and Conor McDavid right now?
No. I think everyone is just waiting for Conor because you're not getting more. So Conor sets that bar.
Well, that's what I mean.
Oh.
Is Conor waiting for Krill to sign? Or is who benefits more from signing first?
It depends what number McDavid comes in at.
Well, what if
McDavid is leaving money on the table, then you might want to jump a little sooner if you're Krill Kasper, like if Kaprizov, because you could sit there and be like, he's going to get 16, I should get 15.5. And if McDavid comes in at 15.5, then it's like, okay, you're good. But if McDavid comes in at 15.5, and now look, all the numbers we're hearing is 16 to 17, so I'm just throwing out those numbers. What if McDavid comes in at 16?
What if Krill gets 16.5? Like if he signs
I don't think
tomorrow,
that impacts McDavid.
No?
No.
How does it not?
Because I don't think the number, it's back to if you want to win. Are you going to take that extra million from us, Connor, as the Edmonton Oilers? Are you going to take that extra mil? Or like, what do you want? Do you want all the money, or do you want to win a Stanley Cup? And to win the Stanley Cup, it's a much better for the organization and you as Connor McDavid for us to save some money with you to go out and pay for somebody else next summer.
I can't not agree with you.
Yeah, Kucherov's in 2 years, but he's also 32 right now, so he'll be a little bit older.
A little bit different. I just wonder if that would have an impact. Because, I mean... in
the end, Connor sets the ceiling to a degree.
To a degree, yeah.
Which
That's why I think
I wish some hockey
16.
players, they should just all keep doing what quarterbacks do and jumping each other. But in the way hockey goes, for the most part, Connor will set the bar then for a number of years for a number of players. And that's why the PA will be on Connor all the time to for him to take as much money as possible. Like Smitty the Welder says, if Connor wants to win, he has to sign for no more than $15 million. The only thing about that, he's not wrong with that text, but the PA is going to be so upset if ultimately that's what Connor does.
But he's the highest. He becomes the highest paid player.
But you didn't raise the ceiling as high as you could have.
Well, Leon already did.
But you didn't raise it higher. If Connor gets 16,
the PA doesn't care about the big dogs. They don't care. I don't think they care about how much because they know they're going to get their money. What they care about is the average league salary for the middle guys, the 5 to 6 year NHLers, carving out their futures. That's who the PA cares about most.
We shall see.
We shall see. Good discussion.
Stay ready on Tuesday or Wednesday next week.
Am I working?
You are. We'll have to be ready to go because I think at any moment we might have to shift gears on that day.
Oh, God.
And announce that, hey, we've got a press conference we need to throw to. That is what's widely expected, and we'll have to wait and see. This was Inside the Numbers for Play Alberta here in EST Afternoons. When we come back, we'll get to Faces of the Franchise. He's Joaquin Gage. I'm Matt Iwanyk in for Hernan Salas on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. Here's a Koob Sports update, and then we're back with Faces of the Franchise.
Down in Calgary, Conor McDavid took to the media being asked about his possible extension with the Oilers. He said that he's going to take his time with the contract talks, having, quote, every intention to win in Edmonton. NFL news, the league is given Kansas City's Rasheed Rice a 6-game suspension. He violated the league's personal conduct policy. And from Green Bay, TSN is reporting that the Packers are not expected to sign Taylor Elgersma to their practice squad, who's put on waivers by the team yesterday. And for the Patriots, they've claimed Tommy DeVito off of waivers, with DeVito being claimed off waivers by the Giants, or placed on waivers by the Giants. Meanwhile, in Toronto, Max Duggan has been inked by the Argos. The 24-year-old was a runner-up in 2022 for the Heisman Trophy at TSU. In MLB action, the Jays and Twins close out their series just after 5. Eric Lauer gets a start for Toronto, and there's 3 games live right now. 2 blowouts, both games in the 7th inning. The Yankees lead 11-1 on the Nationals, and the Marlins are down 12-1 to the Braves. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc. They're the experts you need to know. Matt and Joaquin continue the show once we get back from break. I'm Zachary Kubusch, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
Has anyone done their fantasy football yet?
I'm doing mine tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah, I did another one called a Galantine League one, but the thing is, the Love Island reunion was on.
Oh, no.
So my brother, I called him like, yo, can you just draft for me? Because
you can't focus on 2 things at once when it's the Love Island reunion.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
World-renowned top psychic medium and the star of Meet the Frasers, Matt Fraser comes to River Cree Resort and Casino on September 12th and 13th for a couple of special live shows. Join Matt for 2 nights of healing, hope, and laughter. Matt has become a trusted figure for people seeking closure, guidance, and connection with their loved ones. Don't miss Matt Fraser live at River Cree Resort and Casino September 12th and 13th. Both shows are 18+. Get your tickets now at rivercreeresort.com.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
We're back here on EST Afternoons. Matt Iwanyk, Joaquin Gage with you here. Portions of this hour of the Hangout. They are brought to you by the Canadian Brew House. Patio season's on at the CBH. Sunshine, cold drinks, best atmosphere. Grab your crew, head down to the CBH. Shout out to the CBH for allowing us to host the Green and Gold kickoff postgame shows down in Calgary on Monday, as we'll be there for Labor Day at the University Ave. My United team, they're down 2-0 to Grimsby. Let me get the official
Grimsby.
team.
Isn't that the Sacha Baron Cohen's?
They are down 1-0 to Grimsby Town, who are 2 divisions lower than them.
The brothers Grimsby are.
This is things are not good in the land of the Red Devils. I wouldn't be surprised if there should now be talk of this manager getting fired.
I can hear Trev laughing right now. We have an inside joke. It's one of our favorite movies.
I think we've all gained some inside jokes when it comes to Trev. Would you guys care that he's Zach, he's Gage, you're on Matt. Would you like to get 2 faces of the franchise?
Yes.
Guys, we ready to go?
No.
Yes.
What if I say no? You got every time, like when I do Zach to the Future every Friday, which is a fun segment where you guys have trivia, 80s and 90s for me.
If you say you're not ready to go, well, it depends on what it is. If it's like heat and smoke and you're not ready to go, then we move on until you get ready.
True. Yeah.
This one, maybe if you're not ready to go, I always
gotta be ready. I'm on my toes.
If you're not ready to go, then it'd be just Gage and I wouldn't throw to you.
Oh,
hey, I have answers for those things.
Okay.
You guys ready for me to spin the wheel?
Spin it.
We got Buffalo, Anaheim, Colorado, Calgary, Detroit, Dallas, Florida, Chicago, San Jose left because Edmonton's not in this. Let's see who we get. The wheel is spinning.
It's going to be San Jose.
What are the lottery numbers tonight or this weekend? Because it's San Jose.
Darn it! I wasted it. That's amazing, though, hey? Is it really?
Yeah, it is. We almost got Chicago, which Chicago would have been a little tough.
That would have been tough.
Joe Thornton, Patrick Marleau,
Joe Pavelski,
Evgeny Nabokov, Joe Pavelski, Logan Couture. Does Dad Boyle fall into this?
Ooh. What about, I'm thinking Owen Nolan.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Owen Nolan.
Owen Nolan, Mike
Ricci.
Chichu.
The
Chichu.
Arturs? What about Arturs?
Urbe?
Yeah. He was the first one.
I don't recall that one. Rob Blake. Ed Belfour was with them?
Yeah.
I do not remember that. That one, yeah. I don't remember that one at all.
Brent Burns.
That's a good one, too. I mean...
So Patrick Marleau, Thornton, Pavelski, Couture, they're the top 4 points. Marleau, Pavelski are 1-2 goals. Thornton, Marleau are 1-2 assists. There's Thomas Hertl. There's Edward Vlasic as well.
Yeah, I think there's 2 obvious ones. So like
Thornton and Marleau.
Thornton and Marleau,
we're locking those 2 in.
Let's just say that, yeah.
Thornton and Marleau locked in.
They're already carved in. But I think you have time for Owen Nolan. He was their original captain.
He was the Shark when he pointed in the All-Star game and called his shot.
He's iconic, right? Ripped one high glove on me one time.
Did he?
Oh, did he ever? Yeah, that's... I think that 4th spot. We come down to this 4th spot, man.
Well, we have 2, 3. Are we putting Owen Nolan in there?
Martin Jones was a great Shark. Does he even get any consideration, though?
No.
I'm just thinking goaltenders, right?
No, if it's goaltender of getting Nabokov, and that's it.
You think?
Yeah.
Who else would you put there for goaltenders for the Sharks if you're talking about the faces of the franchise for the San Jose Sharks?
Antoni Niemi.
Is he the one that took him to the Cup?
No. Nabokov did.
No, he didn't.
Jones.
It was Jones, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It was Jones.
Nabokov kept failing in the playoffs.
So Joe Thornton won an Art for them. Tony Granado won and Bill Masterson. Thornton won a Hart and an Art. Nabokov won a Calder. Burns and Carlson won Norris's with them.
I'm trying to think of who of the other, like...
Max Bezzozu says Thornton, Marleau, Nabokov, Pavelski. Aiden O'Neill says Marleau, Thornton, Nolan, Pavelski.
How many teams did Pavelski play for? 2?
Yeah. He went to Dallas, and there's no one else, is there?
I don't think
Dallas and then retired.
Yeah.
Signed a 3-year extension and then ended up...
Oh, Dynamo Minsk as well. Wow. That was probably Locko years and stuff.
Max Bezzuza says Mike Ricci because his face looks like it actually is actually mangled by a shark.
Ouch.
I think this comes down to, we've got 2 locked in. I think that there's 4 to choose from. There's Owen Nolan, which I think he's kind of a lead contender. Ricci, I would say, just because of he does have that look that, that goes for it.
Yeah. When you think of Mike Ricci, where do you think it's not Philly.
Nabokov and Pavelski. That's kind of where we are right now for those 4.
Really?
I'm willing to take Ricci out of this.
Yeah, no, I take Ricci's gone.
Logan Couture, longest serving Sharks captain.
Yeah.
But I don't think he cracks those top 4 guys.
I don't think you think Logan Couture before Joe Pavelski.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Pavelski took over as the C, right?
Yeah, I don't think he takes. You think of him more than Owen Nolan, maybe when you're talking. I mean, like recency bias aside,
right?
Like I think we're in San Jose. This is how I always try to picture it. If you're in San Jose, what would they want? What would they be talking about?
Not hockey. Anything but hockey.
No, there's. I mean, for the hardcore Sharks fan,
we get a room of the season ticket holders that have had season tickets for 15 plus years, and we say, who are the faces of your franchise? That's kind of how I view this. And I like Thornton, Marleau. Those are easy.
Yeah. And that was Nolan's biggest moment in his career, was calling his shot.
How many years have they been in the league? 30?
Sharks would have been early, like 92, I want to say. I'm just guessing. 91. They were founded in 91. Their first season that they played was the 91-92 season.
That's going to be 30.
No, they started the same. Yeah, they're 34.
Yeah.
Because I'm 34. I was born in 91.
So 30, almost 35 years. Yeah, I have a tough time. I think it's the two obvious ones with Joe, and Patrick.
Nolan, Nabokov, Pavelski.
I think you put Owen Nolan in there and little Joe. I mean, you've got Marleau was never captain, was he?
No, because Thornton was there.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Thornton left before. No. Marleau left before Joe did.
Because he went to Toronto.
They're both in Toronto, right?
They both went to Toronto.
San Jose Sharks captains. Let's take a look what we've got for this. Team captains histories. I just want a list. Doug Wilson was their first captain.
Right.
But Owen Nolan was a captain for a number of years. Split with in 98-99 with Vincent Domfus, who's building our Nordic spa here in Edmonton.
Is he?
Yeah. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I didn't know he was involved.
I think it's his group.
Oh, no way.
Thought it was his group at least. Because there's like 2 NHLers or something that have like those Nordic spots, but I think it's the Domfus group that's getting the Edmonton one. Marleau was the captain. Marleau was captain from 03 to 09.
Yeah.
And then Rob Blake was captain for a year. And then Thornton was the captain for 4 years. Then they were without a captain. And then Pavelski took it for 4 years. And then Couture took it until this upcoming season where they don't have a captain as at this point. Why did they remove Patrick Marleau from being captain?
They did some weird stuff, man. Like that whole thing of what was the coach that came in and took it away from Joe? And gave it to Pavelski instead.
That wouldn't have been Pete DeBoer, was it?
I think it was. That's a weird flex.
Okay, I got to figure out why he lost his captaincy. I'm first looking at Marleau for.
You got to remember that they were on the cusp for so long.
Yeah.
Right? Losing first round, couldn't get out of the Pacific. And they had just dominant regular season teams. Joe Thornton would have he'd have 80 assists in a season.
So Patrick Marleau, it was Todd McClellan that removed him as captain and then named Rob Blake. But then Blake got injured, so Marleau was promoted to alternate captain, joining Thornton and Dan Boyle.
Okay.
That's just a weird move.
It is a weird move.
And for it to happen twice is weird to me too. Then McClellan named Thornton, announced that. No, then McClellan stripped Thornton.
Yeah.
McClellan then stripped Thornton of his captaincy at the start of the 14-15 season and was without a captain. So Tom McClellan did it to Patrick Marleau and Joe Thornton. That's weird.
It's weird. Did he think it would be unbelievable to have McClellan ask him these questions? But the reasoning behind it was because the only reason I can think of stripping it is something really bad happens, or you're doing it so they just don't feel the pressure anymore. But that only usually happens in Canadian markets, doesn't it? I don't think people in Northern California care who wears the C.
I think it's a bigger deal when if you just hear someone got stripped of their captaincy.
To us, though. It is to us, the outsiders looking in.
But it's a story now all of a sudden.
I know. And Joe
it's an
was...
unnecessary story.
That's what I mean. If you're doing it to alleviate pressure that someone's putting on themselves for some reason from wearing the C, and I've never been in a dressing room where this has happened, so I've always said this. Everyone knows who their leaders are in their team, regardless of if they have a letter on their jersey. But I just think you're bringing unwanted attention. If that's your whole means is to let this guy just have to play. And maybe in an American market, it's a little bit different with the media because they look at that C and A as, these are the guys that we want to talk to at all times. Like, I remember that great interview. Messi just won he just won with the Rangers and he was on Letterman. And Letterman was asking him, well, you wear the C. What does that mean? And he goes, and Messi says, well, basically just get the guys together and organize the parties. That's that was his answer.
The greatest leader of all time.
He said, well, we talked to the refs and that's basically it. We just organized the parties after that.
I will give Todd McClellan a little credit. So he stripped Marleau of his captaincy after his first year in San Jose, like McClellan's first year. And he ended up lasting a number of seasons after that. That could lose a locker room in a sense.
Yeah.
And then he stripped Thornton. He did last one more year, but then he got let go. He stripped Thornton after they blew the 3-0 series lead to the Kings that year prior. They lost in the first round 4-3.
Right.
They blew the 3-0, and then he stripped Joe Thornton.
Kings won that series, or the Stanley Cup that year, right?
Yep. It wasn't that year. I think there was the other year that the Kings won. No, they won that year, but the other year that they won, it was like they lost like 2 games before the Stanley Cup final or something like that. It was just a ridiculous path to the victory for the LA Kings.
I remember because they played the Canucks the first round, and everyone was thinking, wow, the Canucks, this is their year. And they just laid the boots to them.
Beat them 4-1. Oh, this is what it was. Every series that year, they got up to a 3-0 series lead.
Yeah.
So they were up 3-0 Vancouver, lost, then won in 4 or 5 games. They swept the Blues. Then they were up 3-0 on the Coyotes, lost game 4, took game 5. And they were up 3-0 on the Devils in the Stanley Cup final, lost 2 games, and then won it in game 6. But like it was, overall, you had 4 losses on your way to 16 wins to win the Stanley Cup. That was just so impressive.
I loved that Kings team. It's one of my favorite NHL teams. I remember because that summer I had a few of their games taped. I had the whole finals taped, and I kept watching them again. Partly because Jonathan Quick.
He was great. He's brilliant.
It was his that performance. That was his Conn Smythe. I think he won the Conn Smythe that year. Their second cup, I don't think he won. I think.
Yeah, that was the Conn Smythe year.
Yeah, it was. He had
a 946 save percentage on the route to that 16-4 record with 3 shutouts.
It was. I can't remember. That's the last time. Well, I guess you could put Vasilevsky in there too, but I don't know. Maybe because I paid way more attention to it for some reason. But one of the greatest goaltending performances in a playoff run to the Stanley Cup, and I think that's what Edmonton Oilers fans are clamoring for, a performance like that from their goaltender in the playoffs, because usually that results in you hoisting the chalice. But
Hampton, Steve, went Marleau, Thornton, Nabokov, Pavelski. But we're locking in Owen Nolan with Pavelski. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Is that we're all set with that?
I'm set with that. I can't put Nabokov in there because he didn't do what the aforementioned Jonathan Quick was able to do.
You good with this, Koob?
I agree. I mean, sometimes it's hard to pick a goaltender. Like, usually they're not the face of a franchise unless they're superstar goaltender. Nabokov was good, but not in those big moments as well. So those players definitely would stick more when you think of the team. Nabokov didn't come to mind for me. So Owen Nolan makes sense. Joe Pavelski was right up there as well. And the other two are already cemented. So I agree.
Does Roberto Luongo come up when Vancouver comes up? Is he going to be one? Or did you guys do Vancouver already?
We did Vancouver already.
Was Luongo in there?
No.
Okay. That's fair enough. So, face of the franchise for the San Jose Sharks. Joe Thornton, Patrick Marleau, Owen Nolan, and Joe Pavelski. Boom. Face of the franchise today. Hernan's back tomorrow. They will continue along. I'll have to let him know the teams that we just crossed off over the last few days. And this will all lead up to the day when you guys do the Edmonton Oilers. And I do stand by this. I don't want to be near you guys when you're doing this because the debate could be something else, I believe. And I don't want to get into it. I don't want to be part of those conversations. I will let you guys have the debate of that one. Making it 4, picking the 4. I'm not getting into that. That could get a little heated, I think.
There's at least 8 names.
I don't want to be around you guys when you guys are doing that one. He's Joaquin Gage. I'm Matt Iwanyk alongside Zachary Kubusch. We've got Hernan's World coming up in the second hour. We're also going to talk to Todd Saelhof to talk some Calgary Stampeders later in the hour as well. This is EST Afternoons on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton Sports, presented by Play Alberta.
The Lock
I
Shop.
can't wait to tell Huss about the pop culture reporter we had on this morning that says she likes the odds of a baby before the end of the next regular season, Huss.
Yes!
I knew you'd like that, man. We had Hannah Van Bibber on from The Athletic today. We talked about a lot of different things. I said, let's talk about this baby. Like, is it reasonable to think that she has a baby by the end of next regular season? She said she likes those odds, man.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Summit Racing Equipment brings you the earth-shaking thrills of Monster Truck Throwdown at Edmonton's Radford Raceway. 3 massive shows, August 22nd through 24th, featuring 8 incredible trucks with high-flying thrills and jaw-dropping stunts, including Alberta's own crude behavior and roughneck, along with a return of a banter and more. Experience the epic power of Monster Truck Throwdown, August 22nd to 24th at Radford Raceway. Don't miss this all-ages event with kid tickets starting at just $17. Get tickets and info at radraceway.com.
You know Dawn. Everyone knows Dawn. Dawn from
Frontier Cartage. That's right, it's me, Dawn from Frontier Cartage, where we're setting the standard for cartage service in Edmonton and beyond, offering city cartage, Alberta highway, short haul deck, and more. My team and I are bringing our years of industry experience and expertise to every mile.
Join Dawn and her boys in a new chapter in transportation excellence, dedicated to exceptional service. Call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The Canadian Brewhouse is turning up the flavor this summer with our new summer feature menu. Try our jerk chicken skewers, Cajun shrimp tostadas, and street corn salsa. Bold bites made for patio season. Get them while it's hot. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
At the Olympic orientation camp, Conor McDavid was asked about his possible extension in Edmonton, saying that, quote, "I said at the end of June I had every intention to take my time with it, and I still feel the same way." In other news, Rashee Rice has been given a 6-game suspension by the NFL for violating the league's personal conduct policy. He'll be available for the Chiefs in Week 7 against the Raiders. And after being waived by the Packers yesterday, Taylor Elgersma is expected not to sign with Green Bay for their practice roster. And out in New England, Tommy DeVito has been claimed by the Patriots off of waivers from the Giants. CFL News, Max Duggan has been signed by the Argos. He was runner-up for the Heisman Trophy at TSU in 2022. Meanwhile, the Jays look for the split against the Twins. Toronto lost 7-5 last night. It's Eric Lauer getting the start. First pitch at 5:07. Around the league, the Rays and Guardians are locked at 3 apiece in extra innings. There's a total of 3 games live right now. I'm Zachary Kubusch. That was your sports update. The second hour of EST Afternoon starts right now.
Return. It's the second hour of EST Afternoons with Matt Iwanyk for Hernan alongside Joaquin Gage and Zachary Kubusch. We're live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta. We're in the William Huff studio. Since 1952, William Huff has been providing industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of value clients. Unparalleled customer service combined with decades of industry experience and a desire to make every job the very best it can be. It's what they call the William Huff Advantage. You can visit their website, williamhuff.com, or you can give them a call, 780-454-4536. I was wrong about my Manchester United taking on Grimsby Town. Grimsby Town up 2-0. This isn't a club that's 2 divisions lower than United. They're 3 divisions lower than United. It's great. It's all great. I will read a tweet from a Manchester United. Is this one going to be good? Oh, that's not the one I'm looking for. I'll read you a tweet from one of the Manchester United guys I follow from The Athletic. Grimsby fans let out a huge cheer at halftime whistle. They've been brilliant, but this is an utter humiliation for Manchester United. Overrun by a team 3 divisions below, struggling to create anything, a clear cut. Major alarm bells. It's great. It's great. It's all wonderful. It's great. It's awesome. Wonderful. Sweet. Wonderful. Let's get to Hernan's World. I am not Hernan Salas. I am Matt Iwanyk. But Hernan's World, it is brought to you by the Garrison Golf Club. Fall in for flavor and fairways. Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club is open to the public with Twilight golf specials that go easy on your wallet and wings so good they should be on parade. Hit the course, crush some wings, soak in the sunset. Visit egmgolf.com to book your round today. I will say this about Garrison Twilight. It is the best. It is outright the best deal you will find. How I've done it, and it's been a few years since I've golfed in general, but you'd go there, you'd get the cart, you'd play your 18, you drop the cart off, they give you a pull cart, and you just go until you're done.
Really?
They sometimes will lock up, they're gone, and you're bringing your cart back because they'll let you do just a few extra holes and just keep. It's the best. They do a great job there at Edmonton Garrison. It's a fun track to play as well. So Hernan's World, though, presented by Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. I'm taking a play on Faces of the Franchise, which is a play on Mount Rushmore. Here's what we're going to do here. A couple days ago, Dave Naylor was on yesterday.
Yep.
He said Labor Day is one of his favorite times.
Yeah.
I said it's one of my favorite sports days of the year and stuff. Your Mount Rushmore for the calendar year. So like this, the Olympics can't fall into this because it's not every year. But what is your basis of your sports calendar? The 4 best sports date that you look forward to most any given year. It's got to be for that year. Like World Cups are great. I love World Cups, but they only come once every 4.
I think the first few are easy for me. Because obviously I think you have to put the Super Bowl in there, right? The beginning of the F1 season, like the first race of the year.
So that's not Australia. Where was the first race this year?
It was in Melbourne.
It was, okay.
Yeah. So, and they used to have, that was originally the first race. I think they're doing it again next year. So Australia, first race of the year.
And again, to everyone, you get 4 here. You get 4.
It's bad because, those, obviously Olympics, it's every 4. So we can't pick that. There's certain dates that kind of coincide with certain, when I was younger. Like I always liked Wimbledon because it meant school was ending. But I think now just the Masters weekend.
Well, that's the day.
It's Sunday.
Masters Sunday.
Masters
That's what
Sunday.
I've got written down. That's number 1 for me. Masters Sunday.
Masters Sunday is always, it was great this year. That was fantastic.
So you've got F1, Masters Sunday.
It's all at the beginning of the year. What do I do the rest of the year? Actually, you know what? I'll say this. Okay. And I've said this before, and it always seems to happen to me, Maddie, but it's one of my favorite moments. And I don't know why, but it's the first Saturday of hockey night in Canada.
Okay.
Nice. It's worked out. I want to say the past 8 years in a row. Somehow everyone in my house is gone, and I do something a little bit different. So I'll have the games that are starting to come on, and it just takes me back to old, like Coach's Corner and the old jingle. But I'll have some hip playing in the background. I'll be making dinner, and I'll just be prepping everything and watching hockey for that first Saturday. And the way that it's always the sun is at a specific angle where it hits the house in behind me and shines into my kitchen. I know fall is starting at that point. 2 times a year this happens, obviously spring and fall, but it signifies, you know what, hockey season's starting, winter's coming. I get ready for it. So those are my 4.
What was it? So it was F1, Masters Sunday, Hockey Night in Canada, first one.
Super Bowl.
Koob.
It's a pretty solid list there, Gager. I'm going to start off with NHL Free Agency Day. July 1st, it is my mother's birthday as well, which is also a nice tie-in, but things always get busy. People start moving, people start signing, GM starts spending way too much money, way too fast, and it's always nice to see where certain players end up. I anticipate that every single season, and especially like when the Oilers were out, like that was kind of the next thing that I'd look forward to. Of course, seasons have gone long the last few years here in oil country, but even then, I just love to see what happens on July 1st. The second one for me, the Heavy Hockey Showdown.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't say sports to watch, but it is on the calendar.
Oh, people could go watch it. We had a crew chanting MV Pauly.
MV Pauly. He is the better Gazzola, it's well known. But I've participated in that the last 2 years, and it's a riot. It's for a great cause, the Sexual Assault Center of Edmonton. It's fun to get out on the ice. This year, Belsey was on our team. He was a bit late because hello hockey, but we got the game rolling, and it was just exciting. You were the coach. You were a great coach. You didn't bring cigars this time around, but...
No, I think it helped you guys win.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess
without the cigar, you guys didn't win. Now that I brought this, well, when I had them, you didn't win. When I didn't have them, you guys won.
So I guess that's how it's going to be. I wonder what you're going to do for next year. We're reigning champions, of course. And then the final day of the year, I mean...
We get two more.
But I already said...
Free agency, Heavy Hockey Showdown.
Yeah, that's two.
Yeah, you have two more.
Oh, I have two more. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I only have three.
It's face of the franchise has been four.
Yeah.
Rushmore's four.
I guess so.
You can keep thinking.
Most times it'd be three and rotate in whatever.
Do you still need to think?
No, I got mine.
Okay.
I don't know. It's cheating, though, because it's International Fight Week for the UFC, but usually there's one big event every single week, so they try and save some of the best matchups and to make it for International Fight Week, which is at the end of June, so you can put it on your calendar, and there is a specific date for one of the UFC events. So I'm going to say that. I always love that one every year. They put on a great show every single time. And the fourth and final one, I mean, it's hard not to go to the Super Bowl. So I'm going to say that. I don't really enjoy the games a lot, but I like the halftime show. Kendrick Lamar, the last year, I always like seeing the festivities around it because it's not just the sport aspect of it, it's the social aspect.
Van Owen, the Nasty Chat, Indy 500, Kelvin Van Dasselaar, Masters Sunday, WrestleMania, Super Bowl, Grey Cup, Tannis, March Madness, Masters, Super Bowl, and Daytona. Mex Bezozu, Super Bowl, Christmas Day, NBA, first game of Oilers, July 1st, NHL free agency. I found just a list. Here are some of the other days that you can have. Indy 500 for some people. You've got... Well, you guys mentioned Super Bowl. Some like a World Series game. Some people will throw out there. New Year's Day football. So on New Year's Day, there's the slate of college football games that do happen. You get the Rose Bowl. You get all those type of games. The first day of March Madness. That whole slate of action that goes on. There's the drafts. Some people look forward to the NFL drafts or the NBA drafts or the NHL drafts. You don't hear a lot of people look forward to the MLB one. Thanksgiving football in the U.S. That's always a fun day. My four, I'm debating my fourth one. I'm not going to lie. A little debating this one. Kentucky Derby for some as well, or any of those horse races. I got Masters Sunday. Always a great one. I'll be the Canadian here and go Grey Cup Sunday. I get sucked in every single year on Grey Cup Sunday. I don't watch almost any of the NFL. I don't know what it is. TSN does actually a great job on the Grey Cup Sunday, especially. I watch the entire pregame coverage. Like it starts at like 10 in the morning. And I don't know, they replay some of the same things over it. I will just not stop watching Grey Cup Sunday. 10 o'clock until probably 9 o'clock, 9:30, they go off the air. And then actually it throws to Sports Center and then they're on the field recapping. Like my TV is on TSN all day just because I am locked in for Grey Cup Sunday.
When is that in November usually?
It's so it's bumped up. So it's the Sunday before U.S. Thanksgiving generally.
Yeah, that's when it is.
And I do there are ways I feel like I've mapped it out where it could be done the very first weekend of November or last week in October. And it would heighten Thanksgiving in Canada, I think.
Yeah, that would be great if they could.
Montreal always plays on it, but they need to make it a bigger day.
Mm-hmm.
Here, before I get to the rest of my things, here's my thing for you, Gager. You have Thanksgiving Monday be week 1 of the playoffs. You have your East-West semifinals on the Monday. No one's doing anything on the Monday. Most people for Thanksgiving do it on the Saturday or the Sunday.
Yeah.
People want to watch football. 11, 2:30. You play your East-West semifinals. The advantage to the team that gets the bye week, you move it back to the Sunday for the West and East final. But that other team's coming off a shorter week because they have to go from Monday to Sunday. And then you go Grey Cup the weekend after. Boom.
Okay, so your semifinals are on Thanksgiving
Monday. When no one's doing anything. We all have the day off. You're not going up against the NFL. In fact, for TSN, it leads into a triple header for you. You could have your East semi, you have your West semi, you break it down, and then you throw it to Monday Night Football.
You could.
If this happened, the Super Bowl or the Grey Cup would then be handed out on November 2nd.
That's good.
That's what I'm saying. But okay, so I got Grey Cup, I got Masters Sunday. I have Championship Sunday in college football. You get the SEC No, not that game. Sorry. No, the couple weeks prior. Championship Sunday is a lot of fun. I have rivalry week, which is Thanksgiving weekend usually, where you got Ohio State taking on Michigan. You got the Iron Bowl, Alabama and Auburn.
Yeah, okay.
That day on the calendar, it's loaded with rivalry college football games. It is an awesome day. That Saturday. Now, some of those games sometimes fall on that Friday, so you miss out because this is supposed to be a single day. But that Saturday generally has a lot of games, and it does start with Michigan, Ohio State these last few years. So that is a solid one. And now this is where I'm debating, I'm doing it. I didn't think I would, but I am doing it. Labor Day Monday. Battle of Ontario, Battle of Alberta, Canadian Football League. There's usually a college football game that you could throw on. There's just something lovely about Labor Day.
Yeah.
I don't have the Super Bowl in mind.
Really?
I don't. I enjoy the Super Bowl. I don't care much for, as much as I said the Grey Cup, I watch all day of coverage. I don't generally for the NFL. I usually watch ESPN Countdown, and then when that ends, I'm done. And then I actually usually flip over to the Phoenix Open. I'm watching golf most of the day. I guess that's what would make that day great for some, is that you get golf and you get the Super Bowl at the exact same time. Now that I say that day kind of goes up a little bit on mine, but I'm not going to take out Labor Day.
Super Bowl Sunday is less about the Super Bowl more and more about.
Yeah, well, Zach talked about Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
it's not even about sports.
No, exactly. Who's performing at the Super Bowl this year?
No one knows yet.
Has it been announced yet?
No,
and
they
can't
usually
forget
wait.
Taylor Swift as well. I just got to throw that out there.
Why do we?
Because she was there. Because I don't know, Kendrick Lamar. You
didn't say that part of it.
She was there because she was watching her boyfriend.
I know. I understand. Yeah.
Here's the
but
thing.
You get to see her on the screen.
2 days ago, who could perform at this one? Lady Gaga, according to this one. She's already done it. She's not doing it again. Mariah Carey for some reason. Justin Bieber, Drake, BTS, Green Day, Metallica, Post Malone, Jay-Z, and Taylor Swift. This list is pretty trashy. Let's say that right now.
For a halftime show, I mean, those are great artists. But
some of them, it's just, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. You wouldn't do BTS.
It'd be funny if all of a sudden Green Day was doing it, because they did the Grey Cup just a number of years ago.
What about...
Grey Cup's better than the Super Bowl.
I don't know. They're running out of artists, I guess.
Well, Metallica is interested.
Have they haven't done it before?
No.
Sabrina Carpenter. Book it.
What's Ariana Grande?
I think she's a little too not the audience isn't fully there. That's a really young female crowd that you're looking for.
Let's get
Ariana Grande, I don't know if the last time she's made music.
She can sing, man.
She's got a great voice.
Oh.
Didn't she just release a new album?
Did she?
Let me check.
Have you seen Wicked?
No, I do want to, but now I feel like I could wait until the next couple of months, because Wicked, the second part's coming out, and they could just crush them as
Crush
one.
them together?
March 2024, she had an album. So fairly new, but
long enough. The
new.
Super Bowl's 26, so it's long enough removed. What do we have? Dawson Nielsen, Minto Cup, Founders, Grey
What's
Cup.
the Founders?
NLL, and then Super Bowl. Can't do 5. Mount Rushmore's only 4. One has to come off. I don't know what the Founders is. Is it a lacrosse thing? Is Minto Cup, I believe, is lacrosse.
Yeah,
but
Minto
there's
Cup's
mine.
lacrosse.
Big Uke, Master Sunday, Super Bowl, Grey Cup, EST Golf Classic. Dave in Section T does text in Bowl Day diminished a bit with the playoffs, but Jan 1 was bigger than Christmas, so big Bowl Day. 2, Grey Cup, family parties when I was a little kid. I try to maintain that tradition. 3, Super Bowl. 4, Master Sunday, harbinger of spring. Also says that he went to the Cotton Bowl for the Red River rivalry one year. Mac Brown's last season, Texas was in the underdog and won. It was glorious state fair going on. I got to see a 1,100-pound prize hog.
What?
1,100-pound prize hog.
Wow.
It's college football for you, baby. Well, that's just the South for you.
It's a lot of bacon.
Well, yeah, so there's Hernan's World or Edmonton Garrison Memorial. Your Mount Rushmore of sports days in the calendar year. Gager, F1, opening race, Masters Sunday, first Hockey Night in Canada, the NHL season, Super Bowl. Zach is NHL Free Agency, Heavy Hockey Showdown, the International Fight Week with UFC part of that, and the Super Bowl. I have Masters Sunday, Grey Cup Sunday, Labor Day Monday, and Rivalry Week Saturday in college football.
Super Bowl's in San Francisco this year?
Yes, I believe.
That's cool. I like it not being indoors.
The weird part about it in San Francisco, last time they did it in San Francisco was Super Bowl 50. And that was Coldplay, but it doesn't get dark at the time of halftime show. So you can't do the light show as much, if you will, because it's so bright. No, I'm just saying for the show, it does change the show a bit because the timing of it, like at the very least in SoFi Stadium, when I went to LA, it's dome, so you could bring the lights down. But in San Francisco, it's open air. And if the sun's shining, it's just like, there's no way you could do like a cool light show or saber, all that type of stuff. So that's where, what is the, you've heard of the conspiracy around the logo?
Oh, that it always, the colors are the two teams
so
that are going to be.
They have a bunch of colors in it.
Oh, do they? Only the NFL would play on that.
Super Bowl logo. I'll try to see who I can find who they think it's going to be going into this one. But back to San Francisco.
Nice.
Far from San Francisco. It's in Santa Clara, but bit of a trek. Apparently it's a decent trek from San Francisco, but maybe they could we can go to that Super Bowl and ask around about our faces of the franchise and see if the people agree with us.
Oh, right. That's
I think that's worth a work trip.
I'd love to go to the new Candlestick. It's Candlestick, right?
Used to be.
I know.
Levi Stadium.
I'll always call it Candlestick.
It's a different spot. Completely different.
I know, it's completely
location.
different now, but.
He's Joaquin Gage. I'm Matt Iwanyk. Still to come in this hour, Todd Saelhof from the Calgary Sun and the Calgary Herald. He'll stop by, so we'll talk some Calgary Stampeders. But in the next segment, we're going to hear from you in the inbox, 780-218-9999. That is the River Cree inbox. Or you can jump into the Nasty Chat. Matt Iwanyk in for Hernan Salas alongside Joaquin Gage here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports. We'll get to a Zach Sports update and then back on the other side right here on EST.
Oilers captain Conor McDavid spoke to the media at the Olympic orientation camp this morning, addressing a possible extension in Edmonton. He expressed that he plans on taking his time with the deal. And down south, Rashee Rice of the Chiefs has received a 6-game suspension for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy. That kicks in to start the season. He'll be available for Week 7. And according to TSN, Taylor Elgersma is not expected to sign with the Packers practice squad, being waived by the team yesterday. We also see former Giants quarterback Tommy DeVito being claimed by the Patriots off of waivers. And back in Canada, the Argos have signed Max Duggan, a Heisman Trophy runner-up in 2022 for TSU. Out east, the Jays look to bounce back. They lost 7-5 to the Twins yesterday. Eric Lauer takes to the mound. The rubber match starts at 5:07. Jays lead the AL East by 4 games up on the Red Sox. 3 games are wrapped up and on the way. The Padres challenge the Mariners. After that, the Red Sox battle the Orioles and the Phillies meet the Mets. EST Afternoons continues after a brief intermission. I'm Zachary Kubusch. and you're up to date.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
This Gretzky trade or sale did come down to numbers. In return for Wayne Gretzky, do you think Wayne ultimately made the right decision in terms of a landing spot in going to LA?
To me, he sacrificed himself for the betterment of the game. And something stood out to me about Wayne back then. There was an innocence to him. And I think that trade killed it.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Okay, 2 kids, 2 backpacks, lunch bags. Wait, where are the school books? Back to school doesn't have to mean the everyday rush and stress of looking for your kids' items. Have more zen in your mornings. Find space for your family's needs with Sentinel Storage. Go back to school with 4 weeks free. Reserve your space today and find the peace of mind your morning needs. Visit sentinelstorage.ca. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
World-renowned top psychic medium and the star of Meet the Frasers, Matt Fraser comes to River Cree Resort and Casino on September 12th and 13th for a couple of special live shows. Join Matt for 2 nights of healing, hope, and laughter. Matt has become a trusted figure for people seeking closure, guidance, and connection with their loved ones. Don't miss Matt Fraser live at River Cree Resort and Casino September 12th and 13th. Both shows are 18+. Get your tickets now at rivercreeresort.com.
Everyone knows when you need a truck now, you call Dawn.
That's right. You call us, Frontier Cartage, when you need driver coverage or have a truck that's down.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you've got way more freight to move than you thought.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you need a truck that's available and ready to start anytime you need.
You call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826. 587-222-5826.
EST Afternoons, Matt Iwanyk, Joaquin Gage, Zachary Kubusch with you here on Edmonton Sports Talk. You can jump into the River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999. Tap 25 restaurant, $18.99 prime rib special. Available 7 days a week from 11:30 a.m. till 11 p.m. Available for dine-in and takeout. Not available on show nights. I did make a deal with Jag. I don't remember what the deal was.
Oh, for dinner or something like that?
I was going to take him for prime. Oh, if Justin Rankin is the MOP of the Canadian Football League this year, I will take him to River Cree for prime rib. Plus, I will give him $100 in chips to go spend on the roulette table or blackjack, wherever he wants. If Justin Rankin is the nominee from the West, I will just take him for prime rib. Oh, I give him $50. And if Justin Rankin is the Elks MOP nominee, I think it was, I will take him for prime rib. I believe that's what it was.
Are you a prime rib guy?
Who isn't? You're not?
No, the only time I ever have prime rib is if I'm at a buffet, though.
I know. It's delicious.
Yeah.
I'm so excited whenever I see that person at the end of the line. I'm like, ooh, they're cutting prime rib today.
Yeah. Well, didn't we, was there prime rib at the Bonspiel? Spiel?
No, it's brisket.
Brisket.
We did brisket.
Was there a guy carving it? No, there wasn't, right?
No, I don't think I've ever had an event for us that had prime rib. Should I get some prime rib for the Estes? Just randomly have a prime rib spot for no place. Estes, September 16th, Metro Cinema. You can get your tickets now. Email estes@edmontonsportstalk.com, ESTYS@edmontonsportstalk.com. I will respond to you at some point of the day. Send the e-transfer, and then at some other point, I will get you those tickets. For the people that have sent those e-transfers already, I will get you those tickets in the next day or two. But you're in. You're locked in. The tickets are coming. I have to manually do all those tickets, so it'll take me a little bit of time. The Estes are here. Estes have been dropped off. The trophies are in my office.
Wow.
So the 2025 Estes are in the house. On top of that, I will just throw this out there. For those wondering, for the Nasty Club members, of when the voting and the balloting is going to happen, that's probably going to be early next week. Last year was August 30th. I sent out the balloting. Okay. It's weird to send it at the end of a week and going into a weekend.
You don't want to mess with people's weekends?
It's a long weekend.
Right.
You know, like those type of things. So Tuesday or Wednesday, that ballot will go out and you guys will have about a week to vote on it.
Okay.
It's not going to be a long open voting process. It doesn't need to be. I think last week I did the same. I think it was a week as well. So
how many categories?
There's 21 awards to hand out.
Okay.
I think there's 20 categories though to vote on. I believe. Estes at Edmonton Sports Talk. .com. Koob, yesterday we did Heat and Smoke. Gager, you gave him homework. I don't know if you remember this. You said you wanted rules for this.
Well, he didn't have to have them today.
He's got some stuff ready to
Does
go.
he?
Well,
No, you told me 10 rules and I don't want to
You
upset
said
you.
by tomorrow?
I didn't say, apparently he's got this. I think I just want to hear what this is and see if he's in the right direction.
Yeah, so 10 rules and I got some help here, but some of the rules are sort of just formatting, okay? So we'll start from rule 1, sort of the basics. So, I would, yeah.
No, he made strong coffee like it's...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to indulge later on. Maybe there's more than a cup and a half in the coffee pot. Anyways.
Oh, no, I just saw Jasmine walk in, so you better hurry.
Oh, she came in today. It's like, is there coffee? I don't want a coffee gate, but is there coffee?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, rule 1. So it is a head-to-head format. 2 contestants face off in each matchup. That's what we're given here for rule 1. Number 2, each round consists of 7 or 9 questions. You got to keep it odd just in case, there's a tie. Right. You don't want to tie very often.
There will be a tiebreaker question. You make it 7 and have just a tiebreaker.
Wait until we wait.
Sorry.
Just wait on. Just wait on. Just
quit acting logical.
Wow. Yeah. Jeez.
Come on.
And Maddie, you were advocating for this on yesterday's show. You might have, been upset with whoever the host was, which was me. I might have thrown you under the bus a couple times in attempts to try and rig the game for Gager, but there will be alternating first attempts at answering the question. So contestant A starts with question 1, contestant B with question 2.
So then you have to have an even number of questions. So that there's an even number of questions being asked. Like if it's 7, somebody gets to start at 1 point a little early.
Well, from that, then we'll go on. The winner starts. So the winner from the previous week.
I feel like you should make this just quickly, just like 6 questions, and then the 7th is a tiebreaker. And then everyone writes it down a number or something. That's Big Brother right there. Okay, continue.
Okay. We're still polishing them out. Okay, I'm just airing this out to the council.
But the tiebreaker is the other. Yeah, that makes sense. No,
quite
it's
a
all
good
the same.
idea. Yeah, time limit per answer. Sometimes we'd just have some ums and ahs and things going on. There's got to be time limit.
Fair enough.
And I'm thinking either 15 or 20 seconds. I don't know if 20 seconds is too long.
I think 20 goes quick.
20 could go fast, especially once the first few seconds you're going through the names and stuff like that. 20 seconds, I think, might be good enough. And steals are allowed, so the opponent may steal only if the 20-second timer runs out.
What if they get it wrong?
The question...
It doesn't go to the other person to steal?
It'll go back to the other person.
So there's 2 ways to steal.
You could steal again. It'll go back and forth twice, and then it'll be just a void
you said
question.
You can only be stolen if the clock runs out.
It won't be a steal, I guess. So you could steal when the clock runs out, and if the other contestant gets it wrong, they get another round.
I'm trying to run this as rules. I'm just trying. I pick holes in these things to try to.
He's Mr.
solidify them.
Yeah, he is Mr. Rules.
You don't want errors.
Yeah. No, this is great. I needed this, right? Because, we'd be in the moment and then I'd be like, wow, my rules really suck. Which they do usually. So the scoring system, each correct answer is 1 point. Now I'll have to do more math and no negative points though for wrong answers in the question types. We've done player profiles as well, so you'll be guessing the player, number of goals or points or whatever, the year of the event, or maybe which teams were involved as well, usually hockey-based. Sometimes I throw in some CFL like I did yesterday or any other sport, and there's a final question rule. So you were saying that rather than 7 or 9, we have to do even. So let's say 6 questions.
It's up to you. I'm trying to. In the
Time
end,
constraints. I think 6 is good with one overtime.
One extra.
But that's who gets the advantage for the tiebreaker.
We need a buzzer.
Or is that like
we do need a buzzer?
Is that
might be an advantage?
You mark something down Big Brother way, and then you show what your answer was?
Oh, there we go.
Or is that just the loser gets the advantage from the previous time? Or is that the winner from the previous time gets the advantage? Those are the questions that I'm just going to pose to him.
So the clutch question is worth 2 points. So every other question 1 point. This one's 2 point.
Jesus.
If the game's tied, it moves to a final rally question. Which is that 2 point question, but it's a coin flip that I have right now that determines who gets the first crack at answering. It's worth the win, of course. Final question of the game, and if the first contestant's wrong, you can get the steal and win. And if both are wrong, it's going to be boring. It's going to be a tie.
I can't have ties.
Can't have tie.
But question's got to be.
This is where Big Brother does it well. Big Brother just has like a guess the number, you mark it down, whoever's closest wins.
Yeah.
Take away prices right rules, not whoever goes over. You can't go over, but those are some ideas for you to consider, Koob.
You are Mr. Rules. You're job
There's
rules.
ways to figure these out. I don't know. Look, that you have to make this fit. I've watched Big Brother for a long time. They've had a lot of these things. It's got to fit within radio. I've been in radio long enough. I'm just trying to steer the show in the right direction.
Yeah.
The kid needs help.
The Big Brother factor. Yeah.
There's that one part for it that does help make it.
You don't like my rules.
Your rules are just very complicated.
Things I do.
The person who gets it right gets to keep answering questions.
That's called winners outs, though. I don't mind that to an extent.
You don't mind that one?
Yeah. What would be good is if we actually
But
did
they're
have
not
a buzzer.
questions that you could just run through. You want bells?
Yeah.
You want buzzards?
Well, and a light comes on, like for the feud.
Buzzer button. Oh.
They got to be a nice like $20 to $30.
Yeah, they're like
right?
$25
for each.
No, a set of 4.
That was easy.
You can get a set of 4.
Oh. They'll be broken though.
4 fun sounds and 4 unique colors. Oh, there's a $10 to $2.
Gager, you'll find a way to break them.
No, Hernan. You know how many times? I'm surprised this.
He
doesn't break.
smacks
He smacks everything like this.
He gets passionate.
He is.
But I haven't decided on that winner stays in the ring factor yet. I'll have to pass this by Hernan as well.
No, you don't.
No? Okay.
You got passed by Hernan and Gager.
Oh.
Or neither.
Or just do it.
Reed showed up today. Where's Hernan?
Oh.
Well, Reed, Hernan's in tomorrow and Friday. Is Reed coming in tomorrow and Friday?
Probably. He's a professional.
Manchester United has scored. It's now 2-1 between Grimsby Town and Manchester United in the 76th minute of the 2025-26 English Carabao Cup second round action. We'll see if Manchester United could save themselves from humiliation, disaster, despair.
Do they even care?
United?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why? What is this? It's one of the cups.
It's not. The cup doesn't matter. It's who you lose to. You're losing to if Manchester United loses, this is like losing to a team in the IHL, lower than the ECHL.
What's the IHL?
I don't know. Wasn't there an international hockey league at some point? What would be below?
When I played,
what's below ECHL? What would you put below?
I think the West Coast Hockey League was below it.
Sure. An West Coast Hockey League team defeated a team in the National Hockey League.
But look, I played over in Europe when we had these competitions with, and it was like the Challenge Cup or something. We won it one year, but you'd go and play a third division team, and it's a very hard game to get up for, Matty. Because all it is it was a bunch of little kids skating around like little gnats, and it was just chaos out there. And they're not fun games to play in. Just because you're playing such an inferior team that sometimes you should be just wiping the floor with them.
Manchester United's expected payroll for 2025 right now is 194 million pounds. Grimsby Town's expected payroll for 2025 is 2.3 million pounds.
Well, they're not spending their money right now.
That's the reason why. Like it's the cup doesn't matter. Honestly, I want Manchester United out of this as quickly as possible, but I don't want them to lose to a club that's in 3 divisions lower than them.
Yeah, but with the jersey switch, those guys are going to make their salary if they get one of those jerseys for the men.
I know. Do you want one of those? Do you want one of those jerseys?
That might be
actually. I'd want my jersey because you're the club that beat Manchester United.
I guess
I'd want that jersey from that game. Be a great time. 10 minutes to go in that one. We've got Todd Saelhof coming up. He's in a few minutes as we will connect with him from the Calgary Herald, Calgary Sun. We will talk some Stampeders as they are the opponent for the Edmonton Elks on Labor Day Monday. A very good football team, especially when Vernon Adams is going. We'll get Todd's take on the Stampeders team. What do they have to do to still prove that they are the best team in the Canadian Football League, even though the Saskatchewan Roughriders are 2 points ahead of them in the standings? Has anything changed in your mind? Oh, by the way, Elks news today. Jake Julian is back after being cut by the Buccaneers. The Elks signed him through 2027. Cody Grace likely done for the season. That would also likely end his green and gold career because if you're signing a punter for 2 more years after this one, don't know. You're not going to have 2 punters on the roster. Tomorrow should be the first injury report day. It's day 1 for the Edmonton Elks, I expect tomorrow. One of the names that we likely see on that one is Stephen Dunbar, who doesn't seem like he might be good to go on Monday, which will be a loss for this offense as they go take on the Stampeders team. Has anything confidence changed at all in terms of where you are with the Elks on Monday and whether they can go get a victory or not?
I wonder if the Stampeders are just a little too fat and sassy right now. That's the only thing. If you're going to measure a hunger for a win, I mean, it better be in an Elks belly, aside from the Stampeders, in my mind. You see the line dropping a little bit, but again, we had Naylor on yesterday talking about Calgary defense. Right, they're just, and the games that the Elks have won have been spirited and clawy and scratchy, but not. You still haven't seen it's tough to do, but you haven't seen a consistent 4 quarters of football from the Elks yet. Maybe that comes Monday. Maybe this is the day, and if there is a day to have it, it will be this Monday, going up against this Stampeders team because they've been showing their dominance. You're going to have everybody have a better than average game to win it.
He's Joaquin Gage. I'm Matt Iwanyk. This is EST Afternoons right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Coming up next, we will talk some Calgary Stampeders. Todd Saelhof will join us. That's here. Following a Zachary Kubusch sports update. You're listening to Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports.
Down in Calgary, Conor McDavid took to the media being asked about his possible extension with the Oilers. He said that he's going to take his time with the contract, having, quote, every intention to win in Edmonton. From Carolina, the Hurricanes have signed 2 former Flames and Oliver Shillington and Giovanni Smith to professional tryouts. In NFL news, the league has given Kansas City's Rashee Rice a 6-game suspension for violating the league's personal conduct policy. And from Green Bay, TSN is reporting that the Packers are not expected to sign Taylor Elgersma to their practice squad. Meanwhile, in Toronto, Max Duggan has been inked by the Argos, with the 24-year-old being a runner-up for the 2022 Heisman Trophy at TSU. MLB action, the Jays and Twins close their series just after 5. Eric Lauer gets a start for Toronto. Jays sit first in the AL East, up 4 games on Boston entering tonight's rubber match. And 1 game's live right now. It's runless between the Padres and the Mariners. We talk some CFL when Todd Saelhof joins us from the Calgary Sun on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubusch, keeping you in the loop.
Avocado and feta dip, passion fruit cheesecake, and cocktails that taste like summer in a glass. Try the new feature menu at The Banquet. Refreshing, craveable, and made for sunny days. The Banquet. Get real. Play hard.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The leaves are turning, and just like golf season, time is running out to get in on Play Alberta's biggest offer ever. For a limited time only, new players can get up to a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. There's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
World-renowned top psychic medium and the star of Meet the Frasers, Matt Fraser comes to River Cree Resort and Casino on September 12th and 13th for a couple of special live shows. Join Matt for 2 nights of healing, hope, and laughter. Matt has become a trusted figure for people seeking closure, guidance, and connection with their loved ones. Don't miss Matt Fraser live at River Cree Resort and Casino September 12th and 13th. Both shows are 18 plus. Get your tickets now at rivercreeresort.com.
Return here on EST Afternoons on Edmonton Sports Talk. Portions of this hour of EST Afternoons are brought to you by the Canadian Brew House. Make your birthday legendary at the CBH. Epic food, killer drinks, a vibe you can't beat. Plus, get free nachos with their app. Book your party now. The Canadian Brew House. Our house is your house. Matt Iwanyk, Joaquin Gage with you alongside Zachary Kubusch. Let's head down to Calgary right now. Todd Saelhof of the Calgary Herald and the Calgary Sun is joining us to talk about the next opponent for the Double E, and that is the Calgary Stampeders. Todd, we greatly appreciate the time. What's left for this Stampeders team to prove that they are one of the best teams in the Canadian Football League?
I don't think much. I mean, I guess getting through a double with the Eskimos is probably the next big test. Maybe a month or so ago, it might have looked like it would be an easy test, but not the way the Double E are playing now, right?
Absolutely. They are picking it up. They are doing a lot better, but they haven't beaten a team, that's at the level of the Calgary Stampeders. For you, what's the bigger reason for the Stampeders' success this season? Is it Vernon Adams running that offense, or has it been the turnaround of the defense?
Wow, I don't know that you could say one is greater than the other. I mean, it has been Vernon Adams has brought a lot of excitement to this offense, a lot of excitement to the stadium. He's just been the tonic that the offense has needed, and that Dave Dickinson has wanted to work with as a quarterback, I'm sure, for a few years now. So it works out well. The offense is looking great, but the defense has been the surprise, coming in with 12 new starters. Not a single starter returning from last year, which at the outset looked like, wow, this is going to be interesting. And it was interesting. It's been interesting to the point where they have absolutely dominated the league, which is just unreal the way that's come together for them.
Todd, if you were to rank the areas of the reasons for the success of the Stampeders, where would you put like offense, defense, and specialty teams? And what has been their... In your mind, is it the defense more so than just Vernon Adams?
You know what? I think if gun to head, I think I'd have to say that I think just the fact that they have a new quarterback, an electric one, a veteran one, a guy who runs the ball, CFL prototype quarterback. He's the guy you want. Who can both run and pass the ball. He's a threat to do anything out there. I think that's number one. But Bob Slowick's offense defense has been, it's just been out of nowhere. And these guys have been putting on a show and really complementing the offense. I mean, it isn't just one side or the other that's been making it work for the Stampeders. It really has been a complementary effort, whether it's the defense one game or the offense the next. It really hasn't even been that. It's been more one shows up for part of the game, the other shows up for the other part of the game, and it just works so well for them.
So in the Stampeders losses, obviously there was other circumstances. One was the monsoon. I didn't have VA again in that game, but now you have an Elks team that's won a few, have a little bit more of a swagger coming in. The Stampeders have had an excellent season. Is there a little bit of a pause maybe that, it's just the Elks, we've got this, we're the better team? Is there threat of the Stampeders being a little bit too fat and sassy and the Elks can take advantage of that, or is it business as usual for these guys?
You know what? I don't think they're fat and sassy. I think a big part of it is going to be the Killam factor. With Mark Killam back to play these guys, they know he's hungry. They know he wasn't happy to be let go here in Calgary. They know that at some point in time he was supposed to be the head coach of the Calgary Stampeders. That was supposed to happen at some point. At least that was the thought through the years. So for him to have been let go and on that side of the field, there's a lot of guys that know that he's going to come back with his teeth gnashed and trying to rip off the upset here at Labor Day. And to be honest, it's not hard to get up for Labor Day if you know this rivalry. It's like a coin flip every year. It doesn't matter who's playing better. It just happens to be an interesting game that everybody gets pumped up for. And so I don't think there's going to be any letdown by either side.
We're with Todd Saelhof of the Calgary Herald and the Calgary Sun. Just a couple more for you, Todd. The Stampeders had a couple little bit down years, and this isn't just Calgary, but there have been a little bit of softer crowds across the Canadian Football League of recent years. Has the energy around the Stampeders, have you noticed it picking up a little bit more in the city with the run that the Stampeders have had to start, to this halfway point of the season?
Yeah, the buzz is back for sure. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people tell you, oh, you know what, it's just CFL football. That's why, it's kind of NFL light. There are those guys out there, the haters that don't really think it's ever going to pick up again. But the victories have helped them out. And I talked to President Jay McNeil of the Stamps this morning, and he said, you know what, we had our best crowd last Saturday here against Saskatchewan. We've had the best crowd since COVID. So that's trending up. The fact that they're going into Labor Day, which is always a game where they get a lot of crowds, they're already up around that 28 grand mark. So I think they're probably going to push towards 30. I can't see that not happening, especially with the weather, with the festivities, the pomp and circumstance, the rivalry, the way the Stamps are playing. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there saying, you know what, it's fun to go to football again. And really it is. The last few years have been extremely frustrating, especially if you're a fan, because there just wasn't a lot of entertainment value.
And just quickly back to the offense, we talked about VA and the importance he brings to this team, but how important has Dedrick Mills been for the Stampeders offense? He's been a top 3 back in the CFL this season. What has it been for that Stamps and that run game?
Well, he's been a quiet assassin out there. I mean, he's been fantastic. It's a guy who maybe a lot of people don't know about, but maybe should. There's a lot of people who talk about Bernie Oliveira in Winnipeg. There's guys that talk about the Saskatchewan running back Willette out there. I mean, the thing is Mills, almost every time he touches the ball, he's ripping off 5-6 yards. And if he's doing that on first down, it's putting, a lot of pressure on the defense, because now you got Adams who's lining up for second and short, second and 4, second and 5, whatever it may be, second and 3. And you know that he can run and you know that he can pass. So it just puts a lot of pressure on the defense trying to figure out exactly what's going on out there. And it makes it easier for Adams to have a lot more options. That running game has been so beneficial to the Stampeders in keeping drives going. And really at the end of the game, there's some games they're just slamming into them. The only ones that figured them out the one game was the Montreal Alouettes, really. That led to a loss and at home, and it was Mills got they bogged him down late in the game, and then Adams got hurt, And suddenly the two guys who were making everything work for the offense just weren't a part of it anymore. And that's, people are going to have to figure that out. Teams are going to have to figure that out about what happens and how you contain the Stampeders. Get that run stopped, and you got a chance to stop Adams.
Todd, we greatly appreciate the time. Enjoy Labor Day on Monday, and have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, thanks very much, guys. Appreciate it.
Todd Saelhof of the Calgary Sun, Calgary Herald, helping us get you set for the Elks and the Stamps Labor Day Monday, this upcoming Monday from Calgary. The rematch will take place here in Edmonton. Go get your tickets now at goelks.com. Those tickets will start selling, but that is the opponents for the Edmonton Elks coming up on Monday. While we were speaking with Todd there, Manchester United got the equalizer. It is now 2-2 in the 90th plus 4 minute. We'll see if they can hold on to this, and then I think it goes straight to penalties in this one. So when this show's over, I'll be in my room swearing at my TV.
Nice.
Manchester United probably will blow it in penalties, and I'll be very frustrated. So when you hear the swearing, you know what's going on. Also, big Uke football party bus. It's going to be great.
Oh, the reason, because you're always in there swearing.
Yeah, this one you'll know the reason. Yeah.
You think it's going to be a good game Monday?
I'm nervous about it from a WE perspective because... I don't want to poo-poo the 3-game win streak. Wins are wins, but we went into every one of those games going, look, the Elks are going against this injured, depleted team. They're going up against the backup quarterback. MBT's not that great. All of these things, and they were all close. There were moments where you sat there and went, are the Elks going to lose this football game? There wasn't a game in there where you just felt comfortable start to finish. The Elks got this. And now you're going up against the Calgary Stampeders, who just twice dismantled the Saskatchewan Roughriders. The Stampeders, and their margin of victory for all their wins this season is 13.8 points. They are a scary team to. And you look at VA and you look at the offense, and you look how good they are, but we don't talk about how good that defense is. And I don't know if the Elks have gone against that defense yet, like the Calgary Stampeders have. And it's the running situation. Like Dedrick Mills is a solid running back.
Remind me, wasn't it last year? I'm trying to think, was it after Labor Day? The Elks strung a few wins together. Same kind of situation. It was kind of garbage time a little bit. But
it's the same as we're in the same situation with the team for the most part of the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Last year, they had won 3 of 4 leading into Labor Day, I think, and then won Labor Day. They swept Labor Day or something. Or they were 2 of 3 going into Labor Day. And then 2 years ago was the same type of thing.
But was it Winnipeg that came in and showed them where they were supposed to be?
Year, yes.
That was last year, right?
That was after the Calgary series.
This is where this is a baby spanking game, possibly. Put the baby to sleep. I don't say
it's a chance that like Saskatchewan and Hamilton were they're now a while ago.
Yeah.
And it's okay. People point to those. Look how close they were to winning. Okay, are you in that same? Are you in the same tier as not their same tier because that's a long way to go. Are you knocking on that door though of that tier, or are you actually really at the bottom?
Yeah, is the gap? Have you closed the gap to the top teams in the league? That's what I want to see.
I will have a lot more. Like if they go and lose this game within a touchdown, I will be very confident for the rematch.
Yeah,
I will be very confident. But if they go and lose this game and it just like you're sitting there going, this isn't close.
Yeah,
they're getting swept. And I look at the rest of the schedule and I go, I don't see where they're going to pick up after the Calgary games. They still need to go pick up 5 more games after that, wins to make the playoffs. It's not happening.
Yeah.
It's not happening. That's the thing. They haven't been anyone good yet.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. So we'll have to wait and see. So no, my confidence level is still wait and see. I think other people are a lot more.
But I'm looking forward to it. I think they're in a good spot.
And it's always fun to watch Labor Day. But Big Uke, Elks are expected to lose. Calgary's expected to roll them. No need to be nervous. Anything less than a blowout loss will be better than what's expected. And there is very much a truth to that one.
But you want to win.
You do. But I do like the idea of knowing that if you lose, you're still coming home. As opposed to the other side, if Calgary loses, now I don't think they care that they're coming to Edmonton.
No.
There's no way Edmonton's getting sweeping this one. That's the only confident thing I have.
Really?
If Calgary loses on Monday, they're going to be so pissed off on that Saturday. And they're a very good football team.
Yeah.
They have shown that. Coming up on the Reed Wilkins Show, it is Jay Milne. It is Tom Gazzola. I believe Mark Killam is on the show.
Ooh.
Head coach of the Edmonton Elks. Do you know if there's anything else, Koob?
We'll have a very interesting set of guests joining us as well to talk about a event this weekend happening at WEM. Kayla Robertson and Corey DePape, co-founders of Women in Ninja.
Interesting.
Joining as well to chat about that. I wonder what that's about. It's like Ninja Warrior almost.
Oh,
I see.
Pretty cool.
I thought they were assassins.
Just going throughout the mall, seeing if they'll just have like paint, like they're throwing ninja stars at people and stuff.
Do you ever go to those stores where they have the nunchucks and swords?
There's a great South Park episode with those, by the way. He's Joaquin Gage. That's Zachary Kubusch. I'm Matt Iwanyk. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into EST Afternoons today. I'd like to thank Todd Saelhof of the Calgary Herald and the Calgary Sun for joining us as well. But all you nasties, we appreciate you taking the time to join us and jump in the nasty chat or the River Cree inbox. Up next, it is the Reed Wilkins Show. Jay Milne and Tom Gazzola until 6 o'clock. And then tomorrow, Hernan Salas will make his grand return to EST Afternoons after a few days off, including his birthday. Just a few days ago. That was on last Sunday. Thank you again for tuning into EST Afternoons right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports, presented by Playa Alberta. Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne and Tom Gazzola coming up next. Don't go anywhere.